Hi, I'm Robert Yee. I'm a professionally licensed mortgage loan originator with Nexa Lending, and I thank you so much for joining me. Today, I'm just going to discuss how realtors are closing more deals with their senior clients. This presentation will take 10 minutes. How realtors are closing more 62 plus deals, helping your senior clients buy or move without the monthly mortgage burden. Why most senior deals fall apart? Well, clients have equity, they just don't have the income. Strong assets don't always translate to qualifying income, and lenders require income to approve a loan. Qualification is the bottleneck. Even credit-worthy seniors can't always clear traditional underwriting hurdles in today's rate environment. Monthly payments create hesitation. Adding a new payment to a fixed income is a real psychological and financial barrier that kills momentum. Deals die late in the process. After inspections, appraisals, and weeks of work, financing falls through at the end, and everyone loses. Most deals don't fail because the client can't buy. They fail because the wrong financing structure is used. What's happening right now? Well, we still have high rates. Tighter qualification is eliminating buyers who were solid candidates not too far in the past. House rich, cash poor. Seniors hold massive equity but limited monthly income for traditional qualification. Payment resistance. Many clients don't want or can't sustain another monthly mortgage payment. Deals are stalling. More transactions are falling apart at financing, costing agents, clients, and sellers. This is not a demand problem, it's a structure problem. Why the traditional approach fails? Well, agents reach for the familiar, but conventional doesn't always fit a 68-year-old retiree. Focusing on rates and incentives, such as builder credits and low rates, matter less when the monthly payment is the real deal breaker. You ignore cash flow constraints. Qualification math ignores the reality of living on Social Security and retirement distributions. You lose deals that could have closed. The client was qualified just for the wrong product. The deal dies and everyone loses. The strategy most agents aren't using: a reverse mortgage for purchase, or a HECM for purchase. It's a federally backed program specifically designed for home buyers age 62 and older. Its eligibility is based on age and home equity, not income qualification in the traditional sense. And it's designed for this age group. Eliminates required monthly mortgage payments. No mandatory monthly payment for as long as the client lives in and maintains the home. And it solves a real problem: cash flow. It addresses why deals actually fall apart, not rate or incentives, but ongoing payment burden. The key point is this is not just a loan, it's a strategy shift. So how does it work? Clients use equity or assets as down payment, typically 40 to 60% of the purchase price, depending on the client's age. It can come from home sale proceeds, savings, or a combination. You purchase the home, or your client purchases the home. The HECM for purchase covers the remainder. The transaction closes like any standard real estate purchase. There's no required monthly mortgage payment. As long as the client lives in the home and keeps taxes, insurance, and maintenance current, and if there is an HOA, of course, pay that, no monthly payment is required. In other words, no principal and interest is required. The client still owns the home. This is a loan secured by the home, not a transfer of ownership. The client is on title. Heirs retain the right to pay off and keep the home. Let's look at two very different outcomes. The first one is your client wants to buy a brand new home, and they offer in-house financing. In fact, they're going to give 10 to maybe even 20,000 of incentives. They could be used to reduce the price of the home. They could be used towards closing costs, or a combination of both. Monthly payment still required. Income qualification required. Many seniors can't qualify. Payment creates a long-term hesitation. Let's see how a HECM for purchase can work. There's no required monthly mortgage payment. Eligibility is based on age plus equity. It's a greater long-term flexibility. It preserves liquid assets and cash flow. Clients qualify who couldn't before. So the key question is would you rather save 15 or 20,000 today or eliminate a $2,000 monthly payment for the next 20 to 30 years. Here's an illustrative example. Client profile: purchase price $500,000. Client's retired, they have strong equity. The challenge: they couldn't qualify for traditional financing. The problem is the client had strong equity and retirement assets but couldn't qualify for a conventional mortgage. The traditional route was a dead end. The solution: structured as a HECM for purchase. Client used a portion of equity as down payment. The HECM covered the remainder at closing. The result: the deal closed, no monthly mortgage payment, cash flow preserved. Client moved into the home without draining liquid savings. Who fits and when to use it? Your ideal clients: buyer's age 62 or older, downsizing homeowners, they actually could be upsizing too, clients with strong equity, retirees on fixed income, clients worried about monthly payments within their monthly budget. When this strategy wins: when a deal is falling apart at financing, clients can't qualify traditionally, monthly payment is too high, client wants to preserve assets, seller needs a reliable, clean close. With the big jump in housing prices over the last 6 years, you probably have seen this where a client wants to downsize, but yet when they're downsizing, it's almost like a lateral move because prices have gone up so much that downsizing is like buying the house that they bought, not too far in the past. So how can we work together? I can analyze age, equity, and purchase price to determine the right HECM structure before you present it to the client. There's no credit pull required. Walk the client through options. I present the full picture clearly and without pressure, so clients can make a confident, informed decision. Support through closing. I coordinate with title, escrow, and the required HUD counselor to keep the transaction on schedule. Help you close more transactions. More deals are closing, stronger referrals, and a reputation as the agent who solved financing problems. As a bonus to grow your business, we could co-brand client classes together. We can host educational events, whether it's through webinar or live, under your name, and position yourself as the local senior housing expert. Educate your client base. That's very important to me because I love to educate. I'm not here to sell products per se. I want to educate. Give your sphere a reason to call you when a 62 plus buying situation comes up before anyone else. Become the go-to expert. Very few agents understand this strategy. Be the one who does, and the referrals will follow. Generate new referral streams. One satisfied client refers siblings, friends, and neighbors. One deal becomes 5. Let's look at your deals. If you have a client who's 62 plus, let's find out if a HECM for purchase is the right fit. I'll run the numbers for free, no commitment required. Not sure if they qualify? Send me the basics, the date of birth, purchase price, available equity, and I'll come back with a clear picture within 24 hours. Deals getting stuck at financing? Before you lose it, let's explore whether restructuring the financing could save the transaction for everyone. Let's structure it together. Reach out today. The difference between a lost deal and a closed deal is often the strategy, not the client. Let's have the conversation. There's no pressure, no obligation, just a straightforward look at whether the strategy fits your clients. Do you know today the reverse mortgages are the hottest ticket? I mean, they are at an all-time high in terms of popularity, and a lot of it has to do with peer review studies. And I have a slide deck show on that, or a presentation. If you're interested in that, just reach out to me and I'd be happy to send you that too. Thank you for joining me and have a great day.